Nets Kingdom.
Oh. Yeah, man. We're gonna do this quick live, man. I was reading the comments earlier today, and I see people just like, oh, you guys don't go live every game. You only do this and that. We're the negative pod. So, we're just gonna give you guys this live. We're gonna give you guys this content. If you're joining us right now, the Nets just got destroyed by the Nuggets. Damn, 124-101. Not much to really break down here. Like,
There's really not much to
it
break
really
down.
does to break down. 53. We won the rebound battle, 53-48. 16 total turnovers for the net. Oh, that was a big one. 16 turnovers was big. And the Nuggets had 9. Fast break points 14, and the Nuggets had 24. We shot terrible from 3. Terrible. I think in like the first half we were like 8 for 24, something really, really bad. We ended the game on 8 for 30. So it was not a good night for us from 3. I know people are going to use the excuse of back-to-back, Nuggets is in the altitude, but you got to there was a point in the first half. I think I heard Jay talk about it in the spaces too. The Nuggets weren't shooting good. They weren't shooting that crazy in the second quarter, in the first quarter. I'm not gonna lie, they weren't. I know they're the champs, and I know Jokic was going crazy, but there were some gimme shots they were missing. Our 3-point defense hasn't been good all year. We let up continuous baskets at the 3-point line. I don't know what it is. Our rotations be off. I feel like we turn into a team where we are kind of live or die by the 3. Like, outside of McHale, CT, who's really going to the basket? Who's doing middies? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like we either going to shoot more. I think that's Jacques Vaughn's game plan. Shoot more threes than the other team, and we're going to win. And tonight, we shot 33s. They shot 36. They made 12, and we made 8. So it's like, from this point of view, I know people are going to say, oh, it's Nuggets, but I think we still could have edged out a better effort tonight. Still could have fixed up the turnovers. Still could have played a little bit harder defense at that 3-point line. But what did you really see from this game, though, Chubbs?
Yeah, I said it on Spaces. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say we played bad, but it's more so this game just showed there was a lot of levels.
There's levels.
It just showed the Nuggets are in a completely different category, and they're damn near playing a different sport than we are. I mean,
yeah,
Jokic, for one, yeah, he's having a rough stretch of games. Didn't matter. Defense was trash versus him. We competed a bit in that first half, but up until like that 7-minute mark in the second quarter, they just turned on the gas, and we really couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
we was on cloud 9 yesterday, bro. We was on cloud 9. People were like, oh, yeah. I saw people coming out of the comments. What happened to the Nets being mid? Where are y'all now, though? Y'all see.
people
see what it's like going up against the champs,
It's two different teams. Yes, it is a back-to-back, but you have to look at how two teams responded. Yeah. Yesterday, that was a game where all you had to really do was out-effort that team. They really weren't going to look forward to try to beat you. They just looked at it as a get-right game, get the big 3 out there.
Yeah.
This game, you got shown there was levels. you got shown
Yeah.
you're damn near playing JV compared to us when we play the Nuggets. Like,
Yeah.
um,
But I feel like,
and
bro, we
Jokic
played the Nuggets
showing
last year.
us
Remember last year when we played the Nuggets? Like
was
Vaughn,
much more
Vaughn had a
competitive.
really, it was a really competitive game. Vaughn had, I think he put like DFS at the 5. I think he was like playing low. He threw a little zone at Jokic. He was doubling Jokic. Like it was a lot better last year. But this year it was just like, ooh, it was nasty.
But you gotta understand that team won a championship. That
Yeah.
team, in terms of chemistry and just players, they've ascended to the point where they're not the same players. Fucking team, they're just not the same players as they were when we last played them.
Yeah.
Like they've found themselves in a system they know they can win, so they're playing completely different than they were last year. So that's why you fucking see Braun fucking going crazy. That's why you see the ball movement they were doing. It was like they just knew where the fuck they were all the time. So it's just you saw it. It was just a different level. That's what a fucking championship team looks like versus a team that just got together yet last night. So
shout out to Callaway. He said, that was the Suns' first big first time playing together. So I expected us to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw this. There was a tweet. I mentioned this yesterday. Brooklyn Nets 85 posted it. Like the notable big threes all in history have all lost literally the first game. Literally every single big three, like Braun's big three, KD's Warriors, a whole bunch of big threes. He listed them. And their first games are all L's. I was like, really? This is crazy. Why every single big three, even the ones that have won chips, first game was an L. It's like some kind of weird. I guess it's just like they need the chemistry. They need some more time. I'm not discrediting the Nets because we played all right. We deserve to win. But every single big three in history literally loses the first game. It's so crazy. I was like, it's really a fascinating tweet, man. But yeah, the Nuggets, like I said, they like Shubs was saying, there's levels to this. Going forward, I know people say this is a negative. We're a negative show, but we're just being realistic. You know what I'm saying? We still love the Nets. I know we don't go as live as much as we used to. But it's not even that. It's just that we have a lot of things going on, and that's it. It's not nothing like we're not. We don't want to give the content out. It's just that there's a lot of things going on. That's all it is. And we're gonna be realistic here. I know people saying we're negative. We are realistic. We're just a realist group. We're not no chosen podcast that is paid to do this. That it's like, oh, it's a brand, it's a network. Like Locked On is a network. This is a real, this is real fans, real interaction with real people. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have real feelings. We're not just gonna be, oh yeah, happy day, happy day. Like it's not gonna be all happy shit all the time. That's not how life is. Yeah, it's not gonna be all. The Nets are perfect,
and that's not
a
slight to nobody.
It's just the Nets are gonna win the chip. The Nets are gonna go to the finals. The Nets, like, it's like some delusional positivity that is like, we're gonna love our team and we're gonna be positive, of course. But there's delusional stuff that's like, oh yeah, the Nets are gonna win the chip. The Nets are going to the finals. The Nets are doing this. The Nets are doing this. It's like that's not how the real life is. This is the team that won the chip, and you saw how like Chubb said, there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? And we're ready to rebuild. I'm ready to build. I'm ready to rebuild. I'm waiting for the deadline. I'm waiting. We got Chubb's probably be back. You cut out. We got a article coming out tomorrow, right? An article coming out tomorrow on should the Nets be sellers at the deadline. Shout out to Cypher. I should have added Cypher. He might be asleep. Are the Nets sellers at the deadline?
This was really not time for dark.
Yeah, it's all good. The internet. Next tune in tomorrow. The Nets. We have a article. Should the Nets be sellers? There was a Royce O'Neal, DFS, Spencer Dinwiddie are those guys that we should sell at the deadline. I know people don't want to talk about trades, but the trade deadline is coming in literally 1 month. Actually, 2 months. My fault. February 10th is the deadline. So this is not trade is almost here. All-Star voting is starting tomorrow. So it's almost that time. And it's going to be a decision.
The season's going by quick as hell.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be
the season's going by quick as fuck. This is about to be January. saying the all stars around here. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah. Somebody said, shout out to Jared. I never knew that the big three lose every. Yeah, yeah. Literally, go through history and go to every notable big three's first game. It's really losses, bro. It's crazy. I didn't think so too. I was like, what? Because I look at Bronze, it was a loss. I look at KD's Warriors, it was a loss. When we played together, was our game a loss? I think our game was a loss too. When Harden,
Versus the
Kyrie,
Cavs, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, Harden, Kyrie, and KD, it was a loss. Their first game. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Shout out to Callaway. She said, "Oh, the Ben Simmons stands is yeah. The stands left. The stands left. JV substitutions was flawless last night. Today it was pretty questionable. Yeah, I mean, we talked about Harry Giles before, man. He really the way he dominated the second unit, man. In the fourth quarter, I watched the fourth quarter because I want to see the young guys, and our young guys kind of like was kind of not dominating, but they were putting up a fight against the Nuggets second bench. They cut the lead. Harry Giles was going crazy.
They made it watchable.
Yeah, they made it watchable. So I was kind of like enjoyed by the fourth quarter, even though it was like a blowout. But yeah, Harry should be at the power forward. You see the moves he was doing tonight. The tween has these floaters, midi. He can score at all three levels. No funny. Harry is our most skilled offensively skilled big man on the roster. And that's a fact. He is. He's the most offensively skilled big man on our roster. So, and that's no shade to Clax or David. It's just that Harry Giles is before the injuries that he suffered, it took away from, his limelight. This man was supposed to be a number 1 draft pick coming out of high school coming out of high school or college. He was supposed to be a number 1 draft pick. He was going to be crazy. Even Jason Tatum was talking about him. Jason Tatum was saying he was going to be generational. But the constant knee ACL stuff, it was just so bad for him. But you could see that he has hezzies, he has swings, he has handle, he can score in the midi, he can score in the post, he can score from the 3-point line. He's like the perfect power forward for the modern day NBA. Like I just feel like he should be getting more minutes, at least 8 to 10 minutes. But yeah, man. Like I said, this was a crazy game, but it was just like this kind of proves to me where we are. Like, you kind of like set the Nets expectations, and you're like, let me see how the Nets. We're playing against the champs, fully loaded. Let's see how we measure up against the champs. It was not good.
Nah.
That was not good. And that's not being negative. That's the truth. That's the truth. You heard? That's the truth. That's not being negative. That's the truth. Yeah, again, nextkingdom.net. Cypher's dropping an article tomorrow on should the Nets be sellers. Make sure you're looking at that. Check out our Twitter, Next Kingdom AJ Chubbs on Twitter. There's gonna be an article dropping. Shout out to Callaway. Yes, sell everyone, but Cam T, Clax, and Bridges should be for sale. Oh man. Shout out to Piper. I ain't been in here in a minute. Hope y'all doing good. Moved on to the Suns, and I miss Katie in Brooklyn. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, no love, no loss with Katie, man. I mean, I'm an NBA fan, so I watch a bunch of teams. I watch the Suns. I watch the Thunder is one of my new favorites to watch. I watch a whole bunch of teams, bro. I just love the NBA. But yeah, shout out to Katie. I think for the Suns' point of view, and I was talking to a Suns fan the other day. He was like, I told him like, bro, the rebounding and bigs, I'll be concerned about that. I feel like the role players, they'll be okay with Eric Gordon and Grayson because they didn't have Eric Gordon and Grayson, but I feel like those guys are going to be good off the bench. Then you got Yuta. So those 3 role players off the bench, I think they're solid. Then it's the big man to me because when I watched the Lakers versus Suns, I was just like, oh my God, the Lakers were just killing them in the paint, like bodying Nurkic, giving those gimme boards. Like it was like 40 second chance points in that game. And I'm like, I don't know. The Suns center rotation is just not. I think they just need that one piece. They need like a good scoring big or a rebounding big.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
They really, I guess he was that disgruntled, but they shouldn't have traded Aiden. There was just no reason to.
Yeah.
Nurkic, I mean, obviously you saw he had 19 rebounds versus us, but versus a respectable big man, he's gonna get cooked.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get cooked. Yeah.
Not for
Yeah.
nothing, Bobo. I don't even think he's seen minutes. I haven't.
Yo, they don't play Bobo at
One.
all. They play Bobo.
I ain't seen that man.
Piper. Why don't they play
minute.
Bobo, man? Yeah, they should play. They should play Bobo more, in my opinion. At least 7'2". He can block shots at least, and he can switch it up, shoot. But hey, I don't know. Charles, I'm just glad the Nets beat the Suns. It made my night. Shit, shout out to the Nets last night. So for the sake, I hope Giles can stay healthy because he would be a great addition. Yeah, honestly, there's two guys I would keep after this year, and they're on 1-year deals. Lonnie and Harry. Those two guys I want to keep. Not gonna lie, they're both like 24 years old. I would sign them again.
I'd keep those, but add Trendon Watford to the mix.
Oh, Trendon. I forgot Trendon.
I'll keep those three.
I'll keep Trendon too. Yeah, I'll keep Trendon.
Yeah.
Those three guys.
Probably let DSJ walk.
The DSJ walk? Yeah. I think I feel like we can find another one of like the DSJ molds. But yeah, Trendon, Harry Giles, and Lonnie Walker, I would keep. And like Callaway was saying, I would try to sell Spencer Royce and DFS. I'm on the fence. It depends. If DFS, and shout out to Cypher, he's dropping that article tomorrow. DFS, I'm trying to figure out if I would sell DFS. I like he's 6'8". I like he's not too expensive, but if DFS is, I don't know, man. Would you trade DFS for some, or you would want to keep him
for the right price? You can get out of here
for the right price. Yeah, if he gets us 2 first, I'm high.
Bro, if it's 2 first, he can get the hell out. That's 2 first, especially if it's a current or next
there's
year.
no way somebody in NBA is giving up 2. Well, actually, DFS he's had a decent year so far. He's been shooting well from 3. He's a wing. He's a defensive wing, low key. I don't know how you feel about DFS. Somebody said we need a star. Yeah, we do need a star, but I think right now I'm not really shooting for one. Right now I just want to stack our assets and go young, and then develop our guys for the right now with the young squad, like with Cam, Clax, Mikhail, CJ, and our young guys. Because we're probably one of the youngest teams right now. And as soon as we get rid of, if we get rid of Spence and Royce, we're gonna be one of the youngest teams in the NBA. Like they're like probably like the 4th youngest team. So go young, get us some draft picks back, get our draft capital back, draft 2020, 2024, 2020, 2025, and keep building. You know what I'm saying? Get a point guard for the future. We need a point guard for the future.
Yeah.
A young point guard.
Want to go, sorry to cut you off. If you want to go for a star, 2025 or 2027.
Yes.
Those are your years.
Thank you. Donovan Mitchell today. We got the rumor Donovan Mitchell. He's gonna be he has a player option in 2025. In the summer of 2025, he has a player option. The Cavs could either force give him a max extension. They could give him a max extension this year. At the end of this year, they can be like, listen, Donovan, we'll sign you to this max. And they're probably gonna offer him the max. But if he says no to the max and he opts out in 2025, he'll be a free agent. You know what I'm saying? So that's Donovan Mitchell. And he wants to play in New York. He was fiending. Like Donovan was like, he probably went to on pause on this, but he probably went to the Utah Jazz's GM and was just like on his knees like this. Please send me to New York. Like
I'm sorry. How did they fumble that? How did the Knicks fumble that?
Yo,
especially the way Quentin Grimes, I believe he was like the way he's playing now. You mean tell me swap him out for Donovan Mitchell? Jesus Christ,
bro, he's fiending to come to New York, bro. Like that was his number one. Like he would come here because Mikhail's is one of his close friends and he's in New York. But it's really all on Josiah and Sean Marks. Will they make that move for Donovan? Will they wait? Will they see if he opts out in 2025? Actually, that's like Chubb was saying. Well, we should stack our assets, go young, wait till Donovan gets here, then we start building out. Then because we have the assets now, we have the assets. We can get Donovan for free or at the free in the free agent market if we have room. If Ben Simmons is out of here, and you look at our contracts, CJ's on a 20 mil, McHale's on a cheap contract, Clax will be on a 20 mil a year. That's not that bad. The salary cap's going up, and everybody is a young player on rookie deals. Harry Giles is cheap, Trendon Watford cheap, CT cheap. Everybody on our bench is cheap. So it's like you get Donovan, and then you start building out. Okay, who can I get? Who can I trade picks to get? You know, I think that's
for what it's worth. The Donovan, McHale, CJ. Hopefully they're still here. Cam Thomas, whatever he develops into, whatever Nick Claxton develops into, that's a damn good team in itself. Potentially. Yeah. That could lure you somebody.
That could lure you another piece. Like ooh, they got Donovan McHale, okay, Clax, CJ, like they can add another, you know what I'm saying? Add another something. Shouts to Sipe. Yeah, 2025 is when Simmons is off the books. Yeah, so it's like we'll have plenty of salary cap room to at least throw something to Donovan. You know he wants to play in New York, man. I'm telling you guys, this man is fiending to play in New York. Like the Knicks could have had him. The Knicks fumbled him. Well, the Nets fumbled him. This man will be on his knee. Sean, come on, bro. I want to go to the Nets. Is Sean gonna be like, I'm good? Or is Sean gonna be like, come on? That's the real question, you know. Somebody said DFS is a guy I hope they keep because there are times he feels like he's the only starter. Yeah, I wouldn't. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad at DFS. What is he getting? Like 8 mil a year, 10 mil a year? I wouldn't be mad at DFS. Damn, to be honest.
Like I said, if the price is right, not for no bullshit. Like if the price is
like
right.
I said, they have to give us like if they offer 2 first rounds, I'm heavily considering it. I'm heavily considering because 2 firsts is a lot. If you give me a 2024 first, and what else? What else do we need? Side? What other draft picks we need? Do we need 2025, or we have 2025?
I think we have a 2025.
Shout out to Aurelius. What's the chance if they trade Clack for a vet that they also end up trading Cam to do away with the youngins? No. I don't think they would do that.
For what?
If they did that, I would cry and deactivate.
Yeah, no, but even if Cam Thomas's contract is not enough to pull any form of valuable vet, you know, that can never happen.
Yeah, they just upped Cam too. Like they optioned. He has an option. He had a team option, and they exercised both team options. And then after his deal is up, I think in like 2-3 years, he's restricted. Cam is literally trapped here. If CT wanted to leave, he couldn't because he's like trapped here. Like he can't leave. Like when you become restricted, like the Nets, a team has to offer you something. He could sign the offer, but the Nets could just match it and be like, nah, bro. Like they did with DeAndre Ayton. Remember how many times he tried to leave?
Oh yeah.
They're like, nah. He signed the offer sheet. I think it was like the Pacers or somebody, and then there was like, now match that. Come here. Then they end up trading him. Shout out to Sive. Knicks allegedly didn't want to give up RJ. Yeah, exactly. They didn't want to give up RJ for Donovan. But hey, like I said, RJ is, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's young. I don't know how to feel about RJ, man. He's serviceable though. I'll say that, and he's young. So it's like I said, I have a feeling that the NBA is going to be young soon. It's going towards that like the older guys are ushering out a little bit, and it's starting to be. It is a young man's game, to be honest. Basketball is a young man's game, but it's like you're seeing it now. The Thunder, look at the Thunder, look at the Magic. You know what I'm saying? Young teams, bro. I hope the Nets can pick in this upcoming draft. We need a guard. How bad if they don't resign DSJ? The only guards in our it's Ben. Yeah, we don't have a pick in this draft, bro. But if we sell Spence or Royce at the deadline, we can get a 2024 pick. But right now, we don't have a 2024 pick. Shout out D. Roddy was good. 5%. How much you willing to pay Clax? I'm willing to pay Clax at least 20 a year. 20 to 22. I'll do 20 to 22 a year. And I think that's his market. I'm looking at the other guys. Nurkic is getting around 17, 18. Usually all the big mans are usually in that range at 18, 20 to 24. People are saying like 30. I was like, no, Claxton, no one's throwing no 30 at Clax. It's gonna be, I think 21 to 22 million a year is fair enough for like 4 years. Yeah. And then you can do with like they did with CJ. You can put that money in the back end or in the middle, so don't go crazy with the cap. But
Yeah.
I think Clax deserves that money, and I think he'll be happy with 20. Like, you think he'll be happy with 21, $22 million a year?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not serviceable, right? And he's worth it. I think he's worth it.
Oh yeah, but I feel like Clax will be. I feel like it will be known he wants the bag.
Yeah,
I feel like it will be known he wants the bag.
He wants his bread. I wants his bread. I mean, he could leave and be like, y'all try to trade me twice, and he might have a bad relationship with Sean. We don't know, but I'm praying, man. I'm praying that the Nets at least just give him the bag. That way it'll make it easier for him to stay. You know what I'm saying? If you try to lowball him, he's out the door. Because he's gonna have his line is blowing up. He's gonna have a lot of teams calling. So you gotta give him the bag.
Oh yeah, no. That's the one thing I really don't want us to fucking do. I do not want us to try and get cute and try to be like, this is the best you're gonna get, and we're gonna fucking lowball you. That please don't do that.
Yeah.
I hope they approach it with the level of professionalism. This is a guy that came through our wings. He's developed, and now he has to potentially get his first big contract, and it should be with us.
Yeah.
It should be with us, especially his progress as a defender, and hopefully we see more progress as an offensive guy. We've seen it, but there should be no reason we should try to get cute and just lowball him. No reason.
No reason, because he'll be out the door, and we can't lose him for nothing. Shout out to Saif. Years we don't have any first is 2024. Yes. So if we do trade Royce on Dinwiddie at the deadline, we need those first, 2024 and 2026. So yeah, shout out to Saif. Thank you. Wouldn't be the first time the Knicks out there was getting a big star. Yeah. Facts, Callaway. Hey man, Donovan's gonna be, if Donovan opts out in the summer of 2025, he's a free agent. CT deal, team deal up in 25. This was just scheduled loss, bro. Let's move on. We good. Shout out to Toko. Yeah, we gotta move on, man. 20 million, 20 M's max. No team will pay him more than that. I agree. I don't think anybody's gonna pay Clax 25, 30, or 26, 27. Hell, I don't think that's no offense to Clax, but he's not there yet. And he's still young though. Like if he come, like what is he, 24? If he comes off 4 years and then by the time he's 25, 26, 27, 28, 20, by the time he's 28, if he's like Chris Bosh level, he's gonna get the bag. He might get that 30. If he's like Chris, I'm talking about he's hitting threes, he's got moves, he's doing crossover hezzies in the biddies, he's dunking, he's all defense. His offensive game has to be unlocked by 28. Then he'll get the bag.
Yeah.
Then he'll get the bag by 28. Right? Yeah, he'll be 28 or 27.
Yes, it's something along those lines.
Yeah, 27, 28. He'll get the bag. Because 6'11" and you can do all that. Spencer and Royce want the bag, get them the F off the team now. Yeah. I think Spence wants the bag. Because he's eligible for an extension. And the extension is a lot of money. So if the Nets try to lowball him, I think he'll just walk. To be honest. Royce?
I pray we don't lowball him. There's no reason to.
And I'm not saying I'm saying Spence. Spence. We would like
if the Nets.
Yeah.
I say you just cut time.
The Nets are gonna try to lowball Spence. They're not trying to give Spence no 30 or 28.
Yeah, they will, but what's the point? Just let him walk. Don't disrespect a player of his caliber.
Or trade him.
Be like, okay, look, you're not fitting our timeline. He doesn't fit our timeline regardless of what we do with him. We just have to cut ties with him. He he is having a decent stretch of games. Given the Suns game, he is having
Yeah,
a decent stretch, but he doesn't fit what Sean Marks is trying to do. He wants to go young. He wants to go athletic. He wants to go high energy, young guys. He Spencer Dinwiddie does not fit any of those things.
yeah,
He slots in as a vet. He slots in as that mentor, that the old guy of the team.
yeah.
But
And
at
this is
some
like
point,
this is no hate towards Spence. Like
Mhm.
Spence, like no funny shit. Like all the stuff we talk about Spence. Spence is one of the most during. Like he's been in the Nets era for a long. He's always gonna be a net. Like
Yeah.
I love Spence. He's always gonna be a net. Like he went through the Nets he went through every area of the Nets. The Big Three
Yeah.
era, the fucking Brooklyn Grit era, the
Hmm.
after the Big Three era. He was in all the Nets
Hmm.
eras. He's always gonna be a net, but it's just the time is now. It's the future, and we have to move on. We have to move on. He's getting older. No offense. Him and Royce should be on. He should be on a team that going to the chip or has a chance to go to the chip.
Okay, put it
That's what
like
I want for
he
Spence.
should
I want Spence to be on a
he
team that's going to the chip.
yeah, he should be the guy to go to the Suns as like a combo guard. Go to
Exactly.
the Warriors that needs they
Warriors,
kind of need a guard
Celtics,
right
one of
now.
those, yeah, one of those teams, bro. He should be
Celtics,
in.
Bucks, some
That's what,
some contender that needs that guard that can somewhat play make, but also just be another secondary scorer a little bit.
yeah. And I would love that for Spence. I want Spence to get a
Yeah.
ring. Like I would root for Spence to get a ring. Just how I rooted for Jeff Green and Bruce Brown to get a ring. No,
Mhm.
I
Oh,
love them
him to
winning.
Miami would be Spence to Miami would be crazy.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Spence to
Spence
go
to
Spence on
Miami.
Miami,
Oh my
man. Although Miami, I don't think they have any picks to give us. Do they have any picks?
god.
I don't know if they have any picks to give us. Well, they might do a 3-team. If they do a 3-team, hey, go send Spence to Miami if they want to do a 3-team. Um, Shout out to Rose, just kit ties with him. Shout out to Syfe. Nets need to also extend CT and Dayron this offseason, overpay them now, and take the chance they outgrow the contract. Yes. I don't know if you put in your articles like are we eligible to extend CT this summer? Because I know the way they did Clark's contract was awful. We couldn't extend it, but I know CT's on that rookie. So if he's eligible for
Yeah,
extension, I mean, hey, they should.
I'm saying,
Might as
but
well. Not over. I don't know about
with
overpay them though.
I not
Mhm.
lowball them, but give them a respectable offer to
Yeah,
where they will immediately outgrow it. Don't just
yeah,
over flood them with a astronomical amount of money. So now when, knock on wood, they
yeah,
don't develop to the point where they are worth that price tag. Perfect example is Ben Simmons.
yeah,
The perfect example is Ben Simmons. Do not Ben Simmons these guys. Give
yeah.
them a respectable contract to where as they develop, they immediately outgrow, and it's a really good contract.
Yes.
Another example we have on the team, Mikal Bridges. Go the Mikal Bridges route. Give them that respectable offer. They'll be one of the best contracts in the league.
Yeah. Yeah. And Dayron to me, Dayron still has to prove a lot more to me. I'm not ready to pay him like that. I'm not ready to pay him anything until he's got to give me
Oh
more
yeah, especially Dayron.
buckets,
Yeah,
rebounds.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, no.
Clarkson and
Dayron is
CT, they're must priority to keep. To me, they're
mhm,
cores, pieces, but everybody Dayron to me still has to. There's no shade, but he still has to give me something. Like I got to see him more for a whole year. Like he's doing okay this year. Like he's doing better, but those first 2 years was really bad. No, you know what I'm saying. And I'm being realistic. I'm not being negative here. You guys
yeah,
watched Dayron the last 2 years. He was
yeah.
trash. He was.
This is the
He was
first
trash.
stretch of season where he's actually somewhat playable, and that's
Yeah,
not disrespect to him, but he's somewhat playable. He can stay on the floor. He can make good reads on defense and offense. Like take a, it's step by step process for Daron.
yeah. Shout out to Daily Dose was good. Shout out to Callaway. Spence didn't want to come back anyway. Oh, get him out of here. Yeah, he didn't want to come back. But I think it was not because of the Nets organization. It was more because of Sean. He had beef with Sean. Like him and Sean are not they weren't good. So that's probably why he didn't want to come back. Spence to OKC for their 224 first rounders. I know it's probably not possible, but I can dream. Hey, shoot, maybe not two, but maybe one. maybe OKC will take. OKC needs a vet. They need a vet. That's the one thing they need is they definitely need a vet. So if hey, I'll do it. I'll shoot. I'll do if they give me what 24 first for Spence, I might shoot. OKC can have him. But like I said, I'd rather Spence go to a contender. I mean, OKC's not really like OKC's not a contender, right? Nah. They're gonna be up there though. They're gonna be a tough team to beat. Like if I'm a contending team, I wouldn't want to see OKC in the playoffs. I wouldn't. Okay, they're both eligible. Okay, but again, I'm only throwing the bag at CT. I'm not throwing the bag at Day right now. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Or at
Popping
least give
bottles at
him
Class
a
T.
decent. Yeah, give
You
him
said?
some like a decent. Give him like a decent $4 to $5 million a year contract. That's the
Yeah,
only way.
yeah. He still
Yeah,
got
like $3 million a year. Something like what Lou Dort got.
Yeah,
No, not before. I think before this contract, but yeah,
because
some.
Day got to show me I can't just go in a draft and get another him that's even better than him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got to show me more. He's got to show me more. At least Clack showed us all-star year potential, DPOY potential. You know what I'm saying? But they got to show me. Callaway said, "Don't mind overpaying CT. He absolutely will outgrow the contract." Yeah. I don't mind paying overpaying CT, but yeah, y'all make sure you hit that like button. If you guys watch this on the playback, please hit that like button. If you guys want us to come do more of this post game live streams, we need help, and the way y'all can help us is hitting the like button, and just subscribing, sharing these live streams. That would really help us give you guys more content. And then also check Cypher's dropping an article tomorrow. So log on to nestkingdom.net. It's going to be more in-depth analysis about trading if the Nets, because again the trade deadline's coming up February 10th. If the Nets are going to be sellers at the deadline, we're coming to that point of the season where the Nets have to make a decision. I know it's 2 months away, or almost a month and a half away, whatever. We're coming to the point where we're going to have to make a decision because we can't just ignore this. Spence, Royce, Clax are all going to be free agents at the end of the year. So you got to do something. You got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let these guys walk for nothing. You got to get value back. You have to. It's a must. As a GM, you have to get value back. You can't ruin us like that. You can't lose all three of those guys for nothing. I want Clax to stay, of course. But if Clax went to Sean right now, it would break my heart. It would break my heart. If Clax went to Sean on February 8th or whenever and was like, listen, I'm not feeling y'all, how y'all do things here, trade me. You have to think about it. You have to do it. Because you can't just let Clax just leave. You can't. And y'all know I'm a Clax fan. Y'all know I love Clax, but you can't just let him leave. That's just how the business is. That's how organizations are run. You got to get value back. You got to get assets back. Either a draft capital or players that are going to help us in the future. That's just how it is. Ben is off the books in 2025.
Yeah. 2025 cannot come soon enough. That he needs to go. And yeah, I'm sorry, Ben as a player for the Nets, I just want him out of here. But like Ben as a human, I hope he finds health because I don't wish his situation on anybody. He arguably has like the second worst situation behind Lonzo Ball. Yeah, I hope he finds good health. But as a player for my team, 2025 can't come soon enough. He is one of the most impactful players, if you can catch my drift. Like, obviously, what he does impacts the team, but if he is gone for a significant amount of time, nobody's missing him. Yeah. Don't let any Ben Simmons stan or whatever Ben Simmons groupie tries to tell you. He adds nothing. Like, it's been proven time and time again. It's good to have him there. It's good to have that there.
Yeah. He makes us better, but it's just at a very limited capacity.
To even say we will not reach specific level if Ben Simmons is not playing. That has never been said. Probably at most in like his early years with Philly. That has never been said post Hawks series.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons does nothing in any form of way to actually winning unless he changes it up as a jump shot or does something. Y'all can say the fucking assist all you want. That will do nothing. Look at how all the other point guards in the league get assists versus how he gets assists. And you gonna fit and tell me he's more impactful. Come on.
Yeah.
But I hate to go on that rant, but I feel like that just had to be said. That had to be said.
To me, bro, I think he's cooked. I think I'm sorry.
As a
back,
person, I hope he finds the proper
I hope he finds a
medical
proper help
all that.
team, all that, yeah.
But as a player for my team, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen a guy get paid that much, gets so much water carried. He's got 35 million. In theory, he should have been the best player on the team. Shouldn't have been Mikal. Shouldn't have been Cam Thomas. He should have been the best player on the team. Because not for nothing, at an elite level, he can do a lot what not many on this team can do outside of maybe scoring.
Yeah. I'm praying for the recovery, but at the same time, I'm like, it's just I can't deal with this no more. It's been 2 years of praying and waiting and hoping. And then he had the nerve, Ben. You had the nerve to do this. Look at the preseason. I'll bring up the preseason highlights. Look at these preseason highlights. Ben gave me so much fucking. Oh, I was like, oh my god, man, it's aggressive. And then he comes into the year, and he doesn't even go near the basket. He doesn't even shoot. He doesn't even. Look at the Hold on. Look at this preseason highlight, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
And oh my god, dude.
He doesn't do any of what he was doing here. He wasn't doing any of that in the season, bro.
And some of y'all Ben stands, y'all not slick. Y'all was somehow having victory laps with Mikal Bridges somehow not playing good, as if that was congruent to hyping up Ben Simmons, when now he's more of a liability than ever.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like
I really tried.
Y'all were nasty for that. Y'all were so
Don't
nasty.
Call us negative on Ben, man. It's been 2 years of hoping for Ben. I'm just like, I think he's done. I think the back, like I said before, we got him. Sean Marks made a huge mistake not doing waiving the physicals. Back injuries and an Achilles injury is one of the worst injuries in sports and in basketball. You can't. Back is very, very bad if your back is done. It ruined T-Mac's career.
Yeah, that and neck injuries. That's like it's the same thing, but
T-Mac's career was done because of back spasms. There's a whole list of players that could not go on after back. Back is really, really bad, and then he got surgery. You see it with Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. can only play. You'll see him during the playoffs, but even him, he still be in and out of lineups for long periods of time because of the surgery. He had the same surgery as Ben. But the thing about Michael Porter Jr., his mindset is different. He's very, very confident, and he's a sniper. So he can just sit on that 3-point line.
And not for nothing, Ben Simmons, like I said, he gets so much water carried, and it's not like I don't want him to be a 30 and 20 and 10 guy. Like I don't want that out of him. But at bare minimum, you tell me you can't get 21, 7 and 8. Or even 15, 7 and 8, or to just average more than 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Like there was stretches where the dude barely got you 5 points.
Yeah.
In a league where that's just unacceptable, especially for this level of player he is and the level of money he's getting. Like, no, I'm not. Like, once again, I don't want to get misconstrued. As a person, hope he finds the health he needs so we can live a nice, healthy life. I wouldn't wish back problems on anybody.
No.
But as a player for my team, he needs to get out.
Yeah.
He needs to. He can do it everywhere else but my team, please.
But I don't think any team wants Ben right now. I think Ben is, once he's off the books, I'll be very, very interested. I want to see the market for Ben once he's off the books. Like, does any team reach out and be like, "Yo, here's, I just want to see if any team reaches out after Ben, bro." But he's done. Shout out to Supreme. I'm more comfortable now than what I was when we made that. Yes, Supreme. Yes, that's a very good fact. We're in a way better situation when Billy King took reigns. When Billy King took reigns, we was in a dire situation. But this situation is a lot better than the Paul Pierce KG trade. The salary was locked. We had no. Yeah, you said it right here. Yeah, we had no picks. Salary was locked. It was terrible. It was terrible. Cypher said, when I say overpay, I don't mean max out, but give him a sizable contract that he's not going to turn down unless he believes he can get more in the free market. Oh, man. Yeah. We need to build around Bridges and CT and build through the draft, or we can make a run in getting Cade or Ivy from the Pistons in the offseason if possible. Yo, we had that Cade cover. I'm not going to bring it up now, but we're going to have that Cade cutting in. They're going to have that conversation later down the line. We'll have that. Doc Rivers already broke it down. Ben Simmons sucks. Mikhail over Simmons. And last comment for the night: how would he ever be the best player on any team, only attempting 3 shots a game?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's really. I tried with Ben, bro. I tried, but man, we're cooked. All right, y'all. I mean, we was gonna do a short stream, but like I said, if we love the Nets, it's turned into like a 45-minute stream. All right, y'all. Make sure I hit that like button again. Cypher is dropping an article tomorrow, netskingdom.net. Look on Twitter. Make sure you retweet it. Follow us on Twitter. All our Twitters are on the bottom. Instagram is netskingdom1. And if you watch this on the playback, please hit that like button and drop a comment. And let us know what other content you guys want to see on this channel. Yeah, thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Nets World. And we'll be back soon. We'll be back.
I'm going ghost!